What's up? Welcome to Lab After Dark. I'm your host, Joshua. I don't want to dodge myself. Not what, that's what everybody says. I don't want to dox myself. Well, you know my name. Last name is Keels. So I'll do it anyway. Good to see you. Good to be here. What's wrong with the sound? I don't know. Hold on. Let me find out. Great question. I think it's for some reason the intro music is how's the microphone doing? That's where it's all about. How's the microphone? That's what I'm concerned about. Can barely hear the music. Okay, well that's all right. Let's see. The mic's in and out. I sound good, but okay, so I got yeah. For some reason, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. All right. Something's off on it. It's just stupid. Let's see here. Where did somebody say Dawn's here? Why is Dawn here? I don't see him. Let me see. It sounds good. All right, good. Let's see here. Sound is better. Is Don really here? Like, what's he? No, he didn't. So he's not actually in the chat. Okay, I got what you're saying here. Fine. Totally fine. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Lab After Dark. Don's in the bushes. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he is. I mean, he's welcome like everybody else, I guess. Actually, nah, who cares if he's lurking? I want him to lurk. He's allowed because as Dawn continues to try to right the ship that's been wrong for, I don't know, 2 years at least. Yeah, it's just, these false, I mean, he's not telling the truth about most stuff. And good to see you, BC. How are you? I'm with Sharon. Who cares? I don't care. But I do want to tell you, that was right before this started. Jeopardy was on. And this lady was like telling Ken Jennings, like, oh, I'm so happy to be here. It's been a lifelong dream of mine. So on, so on, so on. And she's like, my mother passed away just the other day. She starts crying while she's giving her thing. And then Ken Jennings, being the robot that he is, he's like, well, what a touching tribute. I'm sure your mom would be proud of you. And then it cuts back to her and she's just like, and then it goes back to Ken Jennings. It was super awkward. It's like, Alex would have never let that happen. Alex would have I don't know what Alex would have done, but he'd have done something. It was the whole thing was just, it was like, oh my God, I don't want to watch Jeopardy anymore. tonight. It was awkward. Not as awkward as my grandma criticizing God, who's that country singer that was singing last night? He has stomach cancer. I don't think she knew that he had stomach cancer, and she was complaining that she couldn't hear him singing. And it's like, well, I mean, the guy's got like, he's really sick, you know. I forget his name, but anyway, it was like awkward. Toby Keith, yeah, Toby Keith. Like he's like singing that old man song, "Don't Let the Old Man In," and then she's like, "I couldn't hear a word he's saying." I was like, "He's sick," and she was like, "Oh, okay." It's like just on a rampage. Guess when you get like at a certain age, you can say whatever you want. All right, I don't know how long this is. Let's just get right into it. I took some Tylenol before, and I have watched probably 3 to 4 minutes of it. A lot of you may have seen this already. Personally, I have not. And so, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what we're in for. I don't like that, though. I know I don't like that. I like that a little better, but not a lot. He's in remission. Yeah, no, that's great. I'm just saying it's the whole thing. It's just awkward having to explain that to her. Right. So let me take this ticker down. And so I fast forwarded to the part. I don't need to listen to the preamble from Donatello, the Spackle King. But what I do need is I need to hear him review. Oh my God. How is this a thing? I never thought there would be. I'm sure he's watched this before, but who would have thought that we would have been blessed with Don Wells reviewing Allyson and Hunter's interview with McDonough on the porch? It's like Christmas come early. And that's why I didn't watch it today. I didn't watch a show. I didn't watch the show that she did today. I'll watch it tomorrow. But like I said, Christmas come early because I can't imagine that this goes well. See here. And is it cringy? I don't know. Don't care if Don is here or what he has to say. He wasn't there that day, so in my opinion, he knows nothing. He says he wasn't there that day, but we don't know that. Classy Lass says she had to leave. She couldn't handle anymore. I tried to watch, didn't last long. Nope, I have not. This should be interesting. So sick of everyone else's videos lately. Man, it's content. Should I have even came on? Everybody seems cantankerous today. Tylenol or a drink? No, I took Tylenol. It doesn't go well. Okay. Oh, that's all right. It's just
all right. Here we go. I'm gonna I gotta sharing the screen here. Oh.
It amazes me how many YouTubers don't have YouTube Premium, but
whoops. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. All right, there we go. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start this. We got a little commercial here first. Great. Okay.
What's your name, your cat?
All right. So I know the glaring thing that this brings up is never mind. Let's just
cinnamon. Okay, it's just a little silly talk at first. We'll get through that here.
All right, I was just testing you. You already told me that. You passed. All right, so we're gonna record it. You okay with that? You okay with that, Grandma?
Can you imagine? Like, I don't know if Chris has seen this, and I don't know if he's heard about this. I certainly haven't told him about it, but I probably should. I cannot believe that Dawn is going to actually weigh in on this. This can only be helpful.
Okay.
Great grandma.
Great grandma. Hopefully the audio, is it turned on, the audio?
So this
Okay, so let's,
this is
This is the Sandra episode. That's right.
Hunter's great grandma.
This is where, to me, this is where the McFluff started, because I've said this a million times. His hair is Tennessee frizzed. Like if there was anything in there that was dry, or if there was anything, like if he had any product in there, it's gone
Hunter's
and it's fluffed.
mom, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, can you see the screen or no?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know. I know Allie a little bit. I
Okay.
really don't know these people. I mean,
Oh, okay. More
Hunter.
Candace's friends than yours.
well, she tried to be friends with
Tried
them,
to be.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know
but
about how
Hunter-
long that friendship lasted?
I don't. I mean,
Does she remember? Would it be like more than 2 years or 3 years or 1
well,
year?
no, nothing like that. I mean, I went to Utah for a while
Mhm.
because I was trying to move my family back out to Utah, and
Right.
things went, like they did.
Right.
Um,
How you were seriously thinking like right before Summer's disappearance, or was it a while before she disappeared about moving to Utah?
Well, I've always wanted to move back to Utah because it's such a beautiful place, and all my family's out that way.
Right. Yeah,
So
that makes
And
sense.
I had a good job.
nice.
Worked for the
Mhm.
same company I worked for when I was like 18 years old or whatever.
Oh,
however
really?
old I can't remember how old I
That's
was.
pretty cool. So they know you pretty well there.
Maybe I will speed it up.
Yeah.
But don't they
That's
speed
cool.
up
Do
the
you think
video
you still might move
themselves?
back?
If they speed up the video, I don't want to speed it up. We'll find out. I think they speed
like
it up.
to.
One eventually, maybe, right?
Well, I don't
One
know
thing.
because it's overgrown there so much, and a lot of rich people live there, and it's difficult to afford anything there. The property prices have gone sky high there.
Hmm.
It's just, you can't even find a house for less than a junkie fixer-up house for less than 300,000 or so.
Dang. So they definitely the rich folk moving out that way has kind of changed the game in the area.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't even find a motel room when I was there. They always
Dang.
full up. Couldn't find nothing.
Where were you staying when you were there?
I was staying with my dad. Me and my Josie was staying with my dad for a while.
Oh,
when
that's
I was
right,
working
right.
there. Yeah, I had him enrolled in school and everything.
In Utah there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Aw. He loved it there with you? He was the one that loved it?
Josie did, yes.
I remember hearing about that because they were staying in a trailer, and apparently when they left, they found a bunch of I don't know. I don't think there was dope in it, but there were like old dope bags or something in there.
Is that why
Well,
he was the only one that
I'm sure Don will deny that.
went with you?
Well, I just took him with me because I wanted him to meet my dad and and stuff like that.
Well, people were wondering, and I don't know why or what was said. Is your father still alive?
He's still alive, but he's on his deathbed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just life, it's the way it is.
Hmm.
Sure is, dude.
Okay, let's get on with some questions because I know you might have to hop off in a bit.
so I kind of want to start from what you remember about that day. And I'll start first over here, Allyson, because you, from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay, you and Candace have been friends for about a year and a half, maybe?
About a year and a half.
So they were friends for about a year and a half?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it was that long, but it could have been. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay.
And this is right after you relocated here from New York. Okay, so
No, it's been a few years after we've been here from New York for about.
Done. There's some people telling you that they're sorry to hear that in the
Oh my God. Can we just, no offense, Cher. Thank you for letting me use this.
chat, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure he appreciates all of it.
I appreciate it.
And welcome everyone. I'm not paying attention to chat right now. Mods, please make it nice in there for me tonight.
About 10 years now.
Okay. In that time, help me understand what the dynamics of that relationship between you guys.
Sherry. My mother started the friendship. She had not.
So Allie's mom started the friendship with y'all before they did.
Would that be Sherry? I guess.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Okay.
Candace and the kids and her mom down here at the same tree.
And you have a good Irish name.
Thank you.
I'm McDonough, so flat out ring.
They had met Candace down at the same tree.
Okay.
And then she slowly introduced Candace to us and her mother.
Okay. So that your introduction to Candace was through your mom.
Yes.
Okay. And what was your first impression? You're next. I see you're begging to jump in here, Allyson. I love it already. Leslie, I was just testing. Okay. You pay.
So he's asking what their impression is.
I think he knows. I think he knows anything. I think he knows something. I think he's kind of. I think that he knows a lot, and I think that's why he tries to control the narrative. I think that's why he keeps Candace away from it. That's why he answers for Candace. I don't know if he was there that day or not. He says he wasn't, but I've heard conflicting reports, and I don't know one way or the other. But I've also heard people that are very close to him say that he wasn't at work all day. And then I've heard him say that he was at work all day. I don't know. I do know that Dudley said that he blew work off Sunday and I think Monday or something like that, but I don't know.
Of Candace, your wife. Let's hear the response. Remember, we're keeping it classy tonight, right?
Who was
too?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's a formal affair.
So what was that? What was your first impression?
Someone that was looking for a friendship. Nice, you know.
Yep. I am a good person.
Yeah.
Just out looking for a friend. Okay.
So Allie's first answer is Candace was a good person just looking for a friend.
I think so.
And I can agree with that. She was
Okay.
She was only for friendship and stuff, you know, up here by herself with the kids, and that was all she was really trying to do, you know, just find some good friends.
Right. Okay, let's keep listening.
Over time, how did that friendship evolve?
We got close. She was like a sister to me. And those kids meant the world to me. Little summer still does. Even the boys.
I always thought about that. I don't know if you would want to be like a sister to Candace or a daughter to Candace.
I just told her that she's home.
Was Allie super close to your children?
I guess so. I mean, her kids, she'd bring her kids up here and they'd play with our kids and everything, you know, seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
You know, I got to talk to Hunter quite a few times. He seemed like a really good kid, you know. And he is a really good kid. He just got, you know, twisted by Chris McDonough and whatever happened. I don't know.
Oh my God. So right off the bat here, Chris McDonough is the reason that Hunter has done. And you know, I don't know, would Chris meet him for what, 2-3 hours? It's Chris's fault.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Let's keep going.
And, you know,
Candace was dirty and washed, and she did let her kids run all over and didn't make them mind.
Candace is dirty and doesn't bathe and lets the kids run all over. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Well, you know,
I mean, it's yes or no.
Nice words.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
okay.
Nice words.
Oh, I thought you was agreeing.
I've seen Candace struggle with our 4 kids up here, and
can I also say a lot of us who are mothers, by the way, with multiple kids, can understand not getting a shower every day, even when let's be real, okay?
Yeah, for us. You know, and their ages at the time when they were, you know, a lot younger, you know, all our kids, man, they're like a small tornado running around here. She could clean one side of the house and they'd be destroying the other side of the house.
Right.
The youngest you had was Summer, who was 5, and
that's called having kids. I mean, I had 2 kids, and yeah, it was the same thing. I mean, I get it, 4, but you choose to have the kids. Why complain? You know, those are your children.
The oldest was 12 years old.
He was probably.
I have no problem with Cher doing what she's doing and talking to him the way that at least he's talking. I mean, that's something. But you know, this is like day of kind of stuff. So that it's interesting, but I'm sure we get nothing out of it.
11 or 10, you know.
So you had like all, yeah. So that's busy. 4 of them
Yes,
from 5
absolutely.
to 11 that's crazy. So that, yeah,
Absolutely.
we can
Yeah.
understand that. Okay, we'll keep going.
So, and,
Why does she coddle him? Because he won't talk to anybody that does.
and did that strike you?
Yes, and I did not like her.
Okay. And you're a great grandma, so you had that sense.
So right away, great grandma did not like Candace.
Well, that's what she's claiming at this
Mhm.
point with Chris McDonough. But I
Right.
don't think it was that way, you know,
It's Chris.
before.
Right,
I
because
really don't think-
has great grandma ever been to your house?
I don't know. I really don't know. I
Would
couldn't tell you.
Candace remember?
I don't think the Allie's grandmother has ever been here.
Okay.
No, she said no.
Okay, cool. Okay, we'll keep going.
On whether you can tell, right? I mean, knowing, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, when were the highs and when were the lows?
So
We did. She had went to Utah, well, Wisconsin, over the summertime. She came back just before school started for the kids. And we did family things with my kids and her kids.
Right, and your mom.
Walks and hikes.
So Candace, prior to Summer's disappearance, was in Wisconsin for a while?
yeah, they went to visit some family in Wisconsin.
Okay.
At one point, that's when I went to Utah. Because
Okay.
they was going to go to Wisconsin and visit with some family. So I was like, well, this is a good chance for me to go to Utah. And then I've landed a good job and everything. And
Thank you, Terry.
I was
Okay.
trying to beg Candace. I was
Appreciate
like,
that.
man, well, I got a good job. Let's move up here. And we kind of had a miscommunication, me and Candace, you know,
Mhm.
and some things. And
Leanne becomes a YouTube member.
then
Thank
we
you.
weren't real clear.
Cotton
We
Candy
weren't talking
65.
real clear. And
That
she
happens.
thought I was
Yeah,
into
messing
something.
around. Yeah.
Yep,
That
that's what
happens
she
when
thought.
husbands and wives are apart for some time.
It
That's
does. It really
normal.
does. Yeah.
So I know people like
And
to trash that
and I
about
would
Candace, but
and I would like to say, Allison's talking about our house being like super dirty and stuff. Man,
yeah, well, she said the kids were dirty and Candace was dirty.
yeah. Well,
Okay, well, we're gonna leave it.
I'm not
We're gonna
say
keep
nothing
going.
mean.
I
I'm
know
not
we're
This is what Don does. And you know what, to be honest with you, I don't blame him. You know, when everybody does kind of go after you, I don't know what Allison's house looked like. I don't want to speculate. I'm sure people have an opinion of it. I don't, because I've never really seen it or paid much attention to it, because Allison, as far as I'm concerned, and I think that Don may dispute this year later, doesn't have a child missing. However, that's just Don claim. Don comes up with this insane claim.
gonna keep going.
I don't know if it's
I'm not
insane.
gonna be mean.
All right, you
There's no Amber Alert for her child.
ready to go
At this
keep going?
point.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
No, my mom had a falling out with her.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay, her mom had a falling out with Candace. Do we know what that falling out was?
Well, supposedly, you know, the story is that her and I can't remember that guy's name. Supposedly was getting together, but I don't believe that happened. I think
Jose?
Candace
Okay.
was trying to use that as an excuse or to make me jealous to come back, and it worked.
Okay.
Because
And
I
so
come-
that would be why.
Nobody's gonna be with my sweet baby but me. Not even Jose. I make you jealous. Like, come on, dude.
I got a speeding ticket for 110 mile an hour. In
Yep, I
Kansas.
remember that. So is that why Allie's mom and Candace had a falling out, was because of Jose?
Yep, that's what it's all about.
So did Allie's mom have a crush on Jose?
I don't know. One of them did. I don't know which one's which. I really don't know.
Okay.
Wasn't my sweet baby Candace, I'll tell you that for sure.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. That's fair. All right, here we go.
over time, it's just started falling apart.
And how much time do you think it took?
A couple months for me to realize
And what did you realize?
she was using me.
Okay, describe that for me.
Let's see.
I have heard from many people that Don drives like an absolute maniac. He's even actually admitted it to me before. So him driving that fast isn't really out of the norm when it comes to him. But, you know, he's got a little kid in the car.
Food in her house to feed her kids and her and her mom. I've had money come up missing, which I never told anyone.
So Allie bought food a lot and groceries for you guys, and there would be money missing from her purse.
Okay, so I don't know the answer to this, but I'm gonna suspect him to say that this is all a lie.
That's such a lie.
Oh my God, I nailed it.
Okay.
That's the biggest lie, because I kept
Biggest lie. Well,
my fridge full for the kids.
I'm sure it was just stacked full of protein bars and health food stuff.
I'd come home on my way home. I stopped at the grocery store and I spent $100 every single day to make sure my kids had everything they needed. That's a huge lie.
Okay.
Huge lie.
You know.
Okay.
I mean,
How are you going to stock the fridge every day when you're in Utah? That's another thing that really drives me nuts about this whole thing is Don wasn't even around, like for very long. Like he was always gone somewhere doing something weird. Oh, crap.
Marcelo. Because summer was gonna.
Got it. And
What happened?
the dope. I hope he makes his probation.
By the way, thank you. Here we go.
me neither. Yeah, I'm okay. So we got 4 at the table here. Okay.
And
I'm not saying she didn't do meth. They'll misunderstand.
I really
So
do.
let's
Yeah,
keep
I mean,
going.
If they
let's
want to, if they want to make me into this bad guy, that's fine. But
No, I want everyone, just like we had a conversation. We're not trashing Chris McDonough tonight. You haven't, and he's triggering to you. So we got to, people in the chat can at least keep it civil, just like you are. So we're going to keep going. Okay, Don, we're going to lead by example tonight. Okay.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
All right, here we go.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Where did you think the money was going?
I don't know.
What's your gut?
Probably drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Well, she came out and told me she was a recovering meth addict.
Okay. You know, she doesn't strike me as having the characteristics of somebody who is obviously under the influence of meth all the time. Sorry? Booze? She drank a lot?
Yeah. Hold on, I'll
I'm
pause
not saying
it.
she
I'll
didn't do
pause it.
this.
I can barely hear Don going, hey, hey.
Okay.
This is the one and only time I have to agree with Chris McDonough.
Yeah, because it's in your favor. He said, "Oh, she didn't look like she was on meth at the time. When he met her, she wasn't on meth. She was on her best behavior. She was doing fine at the time. I mean, her life was in shambles, but come on."
Okay, let me rewind it really quick. All right, let's.
Okay, so he agrees that she's not on meth, and Dawn is totally cool with that.
Rewind it a second. I want to make sure I hear that. Okay, here we go.
Very
Obviously
good.
under the influence of meth all the time. Sorry? Booze? She drink a lot?
Oh, yeah, every night at 5:30.
I'm not saying she didn't do meth. They'll misunderstand me, right? I mean, I
She
don't
never
know.
did it for me. She always smoked weed.
Okay.
So Chris McDonough, I think he said that Candace doesn't have the characteristics of a meth user, and I agree.
Right.
Current meth user, not an ex meth user.
Right.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. 100%.
Okay. All right. We're gonna keep going. There we go. 1 for Chris McDonough,
Right.
10 for Dawn. No.
No,
Okay, here we go.
That's true. I mean,
All
you
right,
did
here
have
we go.
that right.
Okay, there you go. See, we're being fair tonight, y'all. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who doesn't smoke weed today, though, right?
Me.
Yeah.
And Running Bear, thank you for that, by the way. Thank you. Here we go.
Me neither. Yeah. Okay. So we got 4 at the table here. Okay.
And she drinks every night.
At least Leslie said
She
she's
drinks a
on.
nice size bottle of R&R.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, a nice size jar.
Okay, I wanted to ask, this is a personal question.
Mhm.
She says that Candace enjoyed a nice sized jar of R&R. As a country
Wow.
girl who has one of my best friends, I won't say where, but her pappy makes moonshine. So you know what
Right.
I'm thinking with a jar of R&R. Was it moonshine?
Well, R&R is just a cheap brand of Canadian whiskey.
Okay, well, but
Yeah.
does it come in a jar though? You would say a
Well,
bottle of R&R, right?
Yeah.
Was it
a bottle.
moonshine?
You get at liquor
Was it that
stores.
good? Tell me, just be straight. Was it moonshine?
No, it's not moonshine. It's
Ah.
Canadian whiskey.
Well, I'm a little let down. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But I was always wondering. All right. I actually wondered that for over 2 years, Don. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Or
all it is.
something like that.
I think
But,
others might have thought that too.
That's great though.
I never.
compared to
I'll tell
being,
you what. I
know,
never thought about it one time.
whatever, drug addict or whatever. I mean, a little bit of
That
whiskey.
yeah. You know what? Having a drink after going to help you at work. Listen, I help Mark sometimes. I was just helping him
Right.
today. I wouldn't mind a couple drinks right now either. Okay.
Absolutely.
I was
Absolutely.
cussing at them cabinets like they were real people.
I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh man. Okay, here we go.
How about a lot of times in this area, I know there's a big meth problem. What other kind of drugs are on the streets up here?
In that area, is there a big meth problem?
Well, other than Fred Hill, no. I mean, it's
All Don talks about is people doing meth. Like that's all he ever talks. What the hell? You on meth? You on coke?
been dead quiet here since he's been arrested, and
Okay.
he took he's accepting 9 years probation, right?
Yeah, I've been hearing.
He really screwed up.
Damn.
The fact of the matter is, when you accept probation in Hawkins County, or I don't know about all the other counties in Tennessee, but if so, if he does 8.5 years of probation and he screws that up, he has to flatten 9 years in prison. So he would have been better off accepting some kind of a plea that took him to prison and get out on parole. And then all that time, the jail time, everything counts towards his parole in the end or whatever. So yeah, taking the probation deal, it's a setup. I mean, I hope the best for him. I hope he gets off the dope. I hope he makes his probation and everything. But if he screws that up, he has to do all 9 years.
Well,
Yep.
that's not easy for someone who's in and out of, the establishment, is it, to go 9 years straight?
Well, I hope the best for him. I hope he can do it. And more importantly, I hope he can get off that stuff because it's horrible what that stuff does to people.
More meth talk.
I agree.
Moving
All right,
on.
we're going to keep going.
How are pills doing up here?
Yeah.
And what kind of pills?
Oh no, I don't really hear about those. I hear about meth.
Leslie?
Well, you hear pain pills,
Opioids? Like Oxy?
that pain patch. They said on the news.
So how's the
Point of probation, Don, is so you don't have to sit in prison. All you got to do is be good. It's not that hard. It's not a foreign. It's not some foreign concept. Like you just have to be good. Don't do meth. Don't break the law, and you're good to go. You can do whatever you want, basically, as long as you don't break the law. As long as you don't do illegal things, that's fine. And R.I.P. Leslie. Shout out to her. We appreciate everything that you did.
pills situation in the area?
Thank you for speaking out.
Yeah. What would you say is the highest drug rate thing going around the area? Pills, meth?
It used to be pills.
Okay.
But when Ronnie Lawson first took office,
Uh-oh.
he went through Hawkins County and busted everybody for pills.
Oh, really?
I mean, they were bringing it in from I don't know where, everywhere, I guess, but
Right.
he sent a lot. Yeah, he busted a lot of people. And then I guess meth kind of took over. I guess.
Okay.
Yes, Leslie
I
passed.
don't know.
Okay. That's pretty bad.
Well, yeah,
So
is.
when Ronnie Lawson says it's not a bad drug area, is it safe to say that he's lying at that
Well,
point?
I wouldn't call him a liar because police do things to kind of throw people off. So
Okay.
I don't want to call him a liar.
Okay, so that might have been a strategic
Right.
move, maybe. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep. Okay.
The other day that it's running rampant here.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, the fentanyl patches.
Yeah. Well, here in West Virginia, right? I mean, in West Virginia, there's a town in West Virginia. I think it's Morgan.
What about the fentanyl patches?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
I have no clue. I mean, just trying to stay away from everything myself. So.
Is that Candace in the background?
Did I lose you? Oh,
Nope.
good.
I was muted for a minute. I was listening. Yeah, guys, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm just trying to get through this with Don. All right, we're gonna keep going.
Town, and they had like 22 people OD on fentanyl. on a single day. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So at some point, 3 or 4 months into it, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, your relationship kind of dissolved, but it maintained.
Longer than
It
that.
was longer than that.
It was the start of the second year.
Yeah, it was about the end of August, early September. Okay. And then I really cut ties at the end of September, early October.
So she cut ties with Candace end of September. So the September almost, I guess she claims September before Summer went missing. She was cutting ties and not really so friendly with Candace.
Yeah, there was a big fight. I mean, as far as I can understand, because they thought that Candace was trying to be with Jose or whatever. I
Right.
don't know exactly how it all
So
went.
everybody
I
fell
really don't
out
know.
kind of over this Jose guy.
That's
Yeah, I
what it's
didn't know.
really
I
all
Allison-
And
about.
you might not ever get the full truth of that, right?
I heard about Leslie.
Well, I think I have the full truth. but
Okay.
I really do.
Can you
mean,
say it or
Because
no?
when I come back from Utah,
Mhm.
I mean, I went to jail that night.
That night.
I got in a
Okay.
fight with.
It wasn't
I
a
mean,
couple nights later.
Well, it might have been a couple nights later,
Okay.
but
A welcome
I
home
mean,
present, if
I
there
went to
ever was
jail,
one.
and, over the gun and everything.
Right. Right. I remember that. Yep.
But they were thinking, in their mind, they were thinking I was in Utah partying and doing all this crazy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but that wasn't the case. And me and Candace have talked about this.
Yeah.
She thought I was at my sister's house at a party. I told her, "Look, I'm at a party and I'm going to the house. I got to go to work and everything." But what she heard was, I was at a party with other women and drinking and doing all this stuff. But in reality, I was at my sister's house getting food for me and Josie. We raided the party to get food. I wasn't drinking nothing, and I went straight home and went to sleep because I had to get up. I have to get up like at 5 in the morning to get to Park City, Utah. You know, and work all day up there. And I wasn't drinking nothing or doing anything, but that's not what we wasn't communicating real good.
Right.
You know,
That happens.
it
Again,
does.
with when there's distance between two, trust me. So my husband and I started as long distance. We didn't actually meet each other in person until like a year and a half after meeting.
Cool.
So
Wow.
yeah, I can understand distance
Yeah.
makes issues
It
for
does.
people. So
really
that's I
does.
understand that
And
actually.
then I'm trying to focus on my job. I'm not trying to be on the phone or anything. And
Yeah.
Candace gave me hell, and she made me think.
I bet you did.
Things was happening, and
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do except for to come back. And when I got back,
Cool. Like, can you be any more disingenuous when you answer? That's cool.
all hell broke loose.
Right.
And I ended up going to jail. I almost got shot that night.
You almost got shot that night.
Because
From
they was me and him almost got into a fight and everything, and then Candace or whoever, the mom was here, and they was thinking I was a super bad guy out partying all night and stuff in Utah or whatever, and they called the law, so I left. I passed the law out on the highway, and I thought to myself, man, I'm gonna straighten this out. And so I turned around and come back up to the house, but my driveway is so steep that I had to hot rod it to get up my driveway because it's really bad. Even Chris McDonough said you got to have a four-wheel drive.
But Chris McDonough is a liar. We all know that. So I don't know why you would trust his thinking or thought process.
But so they thought I was being aggressive. I was really just trying to get up the driveway.
okay.
It's funny. He wants Chris to weigh in for him when it's convenient, but he doesn't want him to weigh in when, he's not.
Because it was slick and everything. I only have two-wheel drive. And so when I got to the top of the driveway, all guns were aimed at me and everything. And they made me get down on the ground and all that stuff. And
wow.
Yeah, so
Candace can hold her own, man.
Yeah, so they thought, I'm just a super bad dude that just don't give a damn and everything, but that wasn't the case at all.
No, it's not.
I mean, we've talked about this and we get it now, you know, but
What kind of gun was it?
it was
I
just
know.
you do know?
I do know, but
It has a black powdered musket or whatever the frig it is that it's from the Civil War. Obviously he fought for the South, or his folks did, so they can never run for president, but it's a black powder rifle. The stupidest gun of all time. It shoots rocks.
I want you to say it so people don't think
Oh.
I'm helping you out or whatever.
It was just a little 22 long rifle. It was a 22 mag black powder that I had loaded, and I kept it in my glove box.
Hear thee, hear thee. We are today gathered for the Battle of Ben Hill Road of Beech Creek, and after we shall sign the Declaration of Independence. Don, please gather your black powder rifle, sir. Fire after you primer it and put the powder in, and fire it. Here.
Box under. I figured that was the safest place to keep it because there is a lot of.
But you're allowed,
you know,
as you're a felon, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a felon. He's a felon. Don't worry.
Sorry,
I got you on that, Sheriff. Felon.
You are allowed a black powder.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make that clear for setting the streets straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm allowed to have a black powder firearm.
Okay.
Or multiple black powder firearms. I can even have a black powder cannon if I want.
Oh, sir, the cannons have arrived. Please prep them for launch. Sir, we shall take them by storm. Dawneth welleth with his blackest powder cannon and a rifle. Oh, here we go, sir. Load the cannons.
Oh, shit. You might need it for Beech Creek, hey?
I might get a few up here.
Okay.
We have surrounded the area with cannons, black powder, of course, because we're felons, but we're allowed to have black powdered ones, sir.
All right, let's keep going.
In that time, how was she treating the children?
She'd smack them and beat them.
Describe that.
Well, let's see, one time her son wanted a drink. She said no. He threw it on the floor, so she went over and railed his ass.
Is that normal? Would you describe that as a mom, from your mom's position? Would that?
He will be arriving shortly with the cannons. Candace, please do not have sex with Jose, or Allie for that matter. Please, fair dames, please.
That be out of the norm, or?
I'm driving the horse and carriage home at 110 miles an hour. Young Josie's on the back, and he is holding it down.
Even that raised your eyebrows.
It raised my eyebrows. Like, I don't beat my kids.
Okay. Did you say anything to her?
I said, what you do?
I started to unplug the freezer.
Not me.
Well, it was unplugged. Now we can't have pizza snacks.
Well, plug it back in.
I did.
But in between this, you should ask Leslie. Because Leslie was there before all this.
So you've known Candace longer?
No.
Oh.
No, I met Candace on her birthday. See, me and her worked together.
Okay.
So I came over for her birthday party. And
okay, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to get to where Hunter joins, okay?
All right.
Because, I forgot that he's not there right now.
Candace would never beat her kids. That's crazy.
She never beat the kids?
Candace never beat the kids. They were too busy loading the cannons that Mr. Don Wellington had purchased for the property, sir.
No way.
People believe that from Allie
because a lot of people say it. People also said that he beat his kids.
Of Candace's past situation. But I want to make sure it's okay with Candace.
I could even have a cannon. He's like, looked up. Can I have a cannon? Only a black powder one because I'm a felon.
First, I would like to bring that up on my channel one day.
I don't get
because I was privately reading it and it sounds like
non-felons get the ones that, you don't have to use black powder. A black What the hell? Black guy's been watching way too much Braveheart or whatever. I don't get the cannons that non-felons get. I only get the felon cannons.
Like Candace X.
Idiot.
It sounds like she escaped a real big monster.
Yes, absolutely.
And so I think people are maybe
Candace was very young.
taking that stuff wrong.
Yeah, she was very young.
Yeah.
Her ex-husband, I don't want to talk trash, but I know there was meth involved.
Oh, there was meth in black powdered cannons.
And it was a bad situation. Like I said, she was very young.
Yeah. Another night
I was really young at one time too. I never beat on my kids, so just saying, I was really young.
We'll make sure if Candace is okay if I pull it up on my channel. I'd like to go over it because from what I'm reading privately, I'm like, damn, everyone's saying it was Candace as the abuser. Yes, I know. I think she does have a record, but it's the guy seemed crazy. Yeah.
But you know how records are, police reports and all that. It's like my DUI. They lied like dogs on my DUI.
Mm-hmm.
They lied like
we know that, yeah, I know how it goes. Trust me.
On Wellington.
I mean, they're going to make it sound like you're just a straight monster to get that conviction or whatever.
A drunk monster.
Yeah.
I've only had 17 pints of R&R.
And they said, we don't have cameras and blah, blah, blah. Because I says, you guys didn't have no probable cause at all. The only probable cause they had was I happened to be on YouTube that night.
Right.
And all these people calling in. And that's, otherwise I wouldn't have never went to jail for my DUI.
So I have a question.
Matter of fact,
Hawkins County doesn't have to wear the body.
I don't know if any of you know this. I'm sure some of you do. He was actually on live with Chris and I and some other guy had a lazy eye and was dumb, but who actually convinced Don to come on by telling him that it was me. And then Don's like, oh yeah, the lab, I'll come on there. And even though he didn't like me then anyway, but yeah, we were talking to Don that night. He was hammered off his ass, like trashed. And then it was funny. The very next day, people were blaming us. People were blaming us for getting Don drunk and arrested.
That's because God understands our human brain.
8 cameras?
I know, isn't that something? I think it was some kind of convenience or something. Yeah, there was no footage at all.
Oh,
but they
okay,
said
that's interesting.
Okay, this is what's real interesting. You can get I blew a .085, which is 5,000.
I thought he was going to say you blew Candace. I'm sorry. That was wrong.
Over the legal limit.
We're after dark, folks. We're after dark.
I've done my best. It's hard, that's real tough.
I'll tell you what's hard, listening to Don.
So I definitely, I got a DUI.
Yeah.
But that's like a beer and a half, maybe 2 beers.
Yeah.
And they said I was falling down drunk after having 2 beers. I don't think so. Yeah, they lied and said I was falling down drunk on the police report.
Have you did request the video for that?
Yeah, they said they don't have video.
Oh, they don't have it. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Maybe I should call for funsies and see what they tell me.
Yeah.
They probably tell me the same thing as you anyway, because they probably talk, but whatever. All right, let's get fast forward here a little. Let's get
where it can be when they drop them off.
And we're not going to get you on camera, but we're going to talk.
When you get ready to get him, I've got to go.
Okay. Anybody, Don?
Is this the night that Don? I can't remember if this was the night where Don took his shirt off and he was telling. I think he was like, "Do you see my boobies? Woo!" Does anybody remember that? I remember that. I don't remember if he said that to me or not. I really tried to block that out, but he was showing his old cranberry nips on the camera too, and he showed his twigs and berries and all kinds of,
Fellas, or who do you like? Questions. Okay, and then we'll just start talking. You cool with that?
That's true.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for that? Ready for this? All right, here we go.
So,
I had an uncle who I didn't realize was an alcoholic at the time. And I remember we were going camping one time and he had an ice chest full of beer in the car or the truck. It was like this little white truck. And thinking back, I'm just like, this is nuts. But what he said to me was, he told me to hand him a beer. I didn't know anything at this time. I was probably 12. He said that his limit was 1 beer while he's driving. Just like, my God. And then I think back and I go, oh my geez.
Miss Allyson.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am here with your son, whose name is
Hunter.
Are you okay that I call him Hunter?
Yes.
Okay, you're good with that. Okay.
Well,
I appreciate that. Number one. Okay. So Hunter. What's up, dog? How you doing?
Good, you?
Good. So,
What's up? What's up, dog?
man, there's been a lot of stuff going, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, help me out. Tell me about that day.
The whole day?
Yeah.
So,
Just part of the day.
And you could speak up, remember I'm deaf?
yeah.
Because why am I deaf?
And Don, if you want it paused before I pause it to ask you something, go ahead and just
No,
holler at me.
Go ahead.
I hope it really kicks up a notch here.
Okay, I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Because right now, I really feel like I'm doing the heavy lifting. Like I was like, yeah, tonight's show will be cool because I can kind of just riff off what's going on. But like, there's not a lot going on, guys. There's not a lot going on. And I'm having to break out my, just my shtick, pretending to fight in the Civil War and all that kind of stuff. So
Because I'm old, remember?
I'm gonna use this as a reference.
Okay. And why is that?
It's a phone.
No. Okay, go.
I was gonna say that she texted me saying that her grandma was in the hospital.
Do you know why he needed to have a cell phone on hand for reference?
because everybody does. I mean, that's an easy one. Crap.
I have no idea.
Same reason everybody has a cell phones on them.
How do you feel about that? Do you think someone pre-wrote what he was going to say?
Yeah, Chris actually, I heard that Chris actually typed up the whole thing for him. I mean, is that what you're insinuating? I get like interviewing Don, and then I get like feeding him. That is a feeder question. That's kind of waxy, but you know what? Do what you do. Let Don make up his own lies.
Hey, or what do you think about that?
I think, they kind of led him. Chris McDonough is really good at this kind of stuff.
What do you mean, talking to people?
He's an expert at this kind of thing, but
Oh, he is. He's an expert. Okay.
he's not that good though.
I think he's pretty good.
But you can see what he did. Everybody can see what he did. But is it working? Or the truth always comes out,
Okay, let's hear what they say. Remember, we're just focusing on his questions tonight, and then we're going to focus on what the response is, and then what you have to say.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Because we're going to keep it classy, right?
Absolutely.
Because we can keep it classy. Let me see here. Don't Panic gifted 5 Lab After Dark memberships. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much for doing that. Congratulations to everybody that was gifted. Kay Sloan also became a YouTube member. Thank you, Kay. Appreciate you very much. What happened?
All right, here we go. Because it's about your daughter, and that's who we started the prayer with at the beginning. Okay, here we go.
Do you have those texts?
No, the TBI has my phone.
Got it.
I'm just using her dad's phone.
Okay.
Well,
Your grandfather did pass away.
Okay, got it.
So that day that she texted me, and she said, my grandma's in the hospital. Well, her mom's in the hospital, but we called her grandma at the time like we used to. So I called her up. I said, y'all want to come over here for a bit? Because she's going to be in the hospital for a while because she messed up her knee or whatever. And she said, yeah, that's okay with Allyson.
And that's mom?
Yeah, that's mom.
Okay.
And so...
But she called her Allyson?
Yeah, she calls her Allyson.
Okay.
And so next thing you know, I tapped mom because, she's half asleep because she works at the time. She did. But, what's that thing? Oh, I asked her if they could come over. She said, yeah, for a little.
So Hunter called Candace to come over there that morning. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So Candace didn't call Hunter, because that's what some people are saying. Candace called Hunter. Why did Candace call Hunter? He's a minor. But Hunter called Candace.
from what I understand, they begged her to come and get Hunter and take him away for a.
Right. Okay. So if Candace calls Hunter, then it's not okay. But if Hunter calls Candace, it's okay. Well, why is she answering the minor's phone call? She's the adult in the situation. Never mind her mentality or her mindset or how old she is in her head. It doesn't matter. She's the adult, whether brain cells indicate that or not, age does. She knows that shouldn't be whatever texting with this kid, or I don't know, but she is, so fine. But don't make it seem like, oh, this is a one-way conversation. It's not. I am not saying that anything was going on that day, but I've heard the accusations, and I don't want to throw that out there because I just don't know. However, I do find it strange, and I also find it strange of all the pictures of the young boys with no shirts on smoking cigarettes with Candace. I find those completely inappropriate and illegal for that matter. I mean, kids aren't supposed to be smoking cigarettes, and I could see them smoking the cigarettes. So I'm not accusing her of, but look, it's a bad look. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow, because
Oh, who did?
I would like to bring something to light.
Okay.
Allyson, or I think it's Allyson, had a little girl named Michelle,
Okay.
and when they brought her over here, she's like 5, 6 years old, I don't know, and this little girl, they said she's out of control, and it was always yelling at her and stuff like that. And one time, me and Candace took her to the side and we talked to her. Very smart little girl. I mean, awesome. Just
get to the side.
awesome, And I just don't understand. But
why are you taking it? What the hell is that about? What is it with you guys?
They told her, they says, if you don't behave, we're going to take you to the CPS mental board where we're in Knoxville or some crazy shit, or Nashville or something, right?
Damn.
And
she ran calling wildfire. Thank you so much for your $5 super sticker. I appreciate it.
And she would act up for attention. But if you took her and talked to her like a normal human being or whatever, she was very brilliant, very smart and everything.
Yeah, but again, with the 5-year-old stuff, like, come on now.
So you saw a different child in her than what they saw, or were willing to even see.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean,
okay.
She would talk to me and Candace like, man, unbelievable. This is going to blow your mind. But they told her if she did.
Whenever Dawn says that this is going to blow your mind, rest assured that it will not.
Quit acting out or whatever, they're going to take her to Nashville and dump her off at some CPS freaking mental institution or something. I don't know what the hell it was.
Who said that? Allie said that to her daughter?
Yes.
How old was this daughter?
Yes.
Like 5 years old.
Stop.
It blows my mind. And if I can find a picture of her, I hope and pray to God that Candace has a picture of her somewhere. I hope and pray to God. Candace just found, and I don't know if I should say.
Okay, say this. Look, I don't know if this story is true or not. It's coming from Dawn, so I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. But I don't know what it is, what's true. I don't know about Allie's situation with her children, and I don't care. Far as I know, Allie doesn't have a child missing, according to law enforcement. Now, Dawn is leveling some heavy accusations against her, especially for somebody who claims that he doesn't know her very well.
Say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it.
And he says this a lot too. I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I'm going to say this.
Just found a bunch more videos and pictures and stuff of Allyson and all of them up here. And the police overlooked it.
No, the police didn't overlook it, Don. The police don't want it because they don't care about Allyson. They care about you.
And
Candace and Summer and your boys.
He was going through a bunch of our books and stuff and throwing the crap away and trying to clean it up, you know. But she found an iPad with all kinds of.
I know for a fact that Don has went to every single opposition that speaks out loudly against him, and he has tried to get dirt on everybody to counter anything that they say about him. But the problem with that is, and Don, I don't mind your fighting spirit. I don't mind you wanting to defend yourself, but the lies are they don't help. And then also, none of us have a missing daughter, thank God. And I'm not solely just going to lay that at your feet, because is there a chance that you didn't have anything to do with this? I guess. Yeah, sort of. I'm sure there's in some universe far, far away from here, in a mind that doesn't work like mine. You know, I'm not saying that my mind works great. It just works different. Yeah, maybe, I guess. Good luck convincing me of that. But I'll give you
photos and videos on it, and I'm hoping that this little girl's on it.
Oh.
But they got mad or whatever and took her down there and dumped her off, and that was never seen her again.
Okay, but if that's true, which once again I don't know if it is, who knows if it is? At least they left her in the confines with adults, like people that would take care of her. If you wanted to do that with Summer, you could have done that as well.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Hers.
I'm serious. Sarah, I'm serious. Serious as a black powder cannon.
So she gave her 5-year-old daughter away. Allie did.
Yes.
Yes.
How long before Summer went missing?
Not sure. I'm gonna guesstimate like a year. I don't know, but it just flipped me out.
I'm gonna just go on record and say that I can't confirm any of that, so I don't know if any of that's true. And by the way, I don't care.
Wow.
Totally flipped me out.
How did that make Candace feel?
Candace,
she was around that little girl a lot for a year.
She was awesome. Very
Andrew said Allie doesn't have a daughter named Michelle.
Smart, and I just can't comprehend. I can't comprehend it.
So before she gave her 5-year-old daughter up, she was kind of.
Is this anybody else's first time of hearing of a 5-year-old daughter of Allison's? Has anybody else heard of this 5-year-old until this right here? Yeah, Beverly, where's Summer?
Connecting to you and your wife.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, I just don't get it. I do not understand. I've
terrible.
never seen any.
So people that have followed this case, like me, and by the way, I have followed this case extremely close, probably too close for my own good. I've never heard of this 5-year-old child. Never one time until Dawn brings it up. Never heard of it. This is an imaginary child from what I hear. But once again, they gave her away. So how would we know of it?
Anybody do something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Don is the quintessential projector. He says things that he would do.
Wow.
Well, and I don't know what her reasons are.
Her name was Michelle, and that's all I know.
Okay. And she was 5 when she got.
Yeah, she would act out.
Wow.
Because Allyson.
So y'all would have met her when she was like 4 or so, 3.5.
To me, it feels like that Michelle is Summer, and he's talking about Summer, but Michelle, I don't know what goes through this guy's mind.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, she had all these kids. Had Hunter.
Everybody say hi to Dawn too. Hi, Dawn. I know you watch everything. I heard him say, she's like, do you ever watch The Lab? He's like, well, I try not to. Why? You don't like good shows, Dawn? You don't like funny shows? Let me get my cannon, and fire it at thou ball sack.
I can't remember all their names, but there was a bunch of them, And then this little girl, I just don't get that. I still can't wrap my mind around it. See, Chris McDonough don't know nothing about this little girl, and I hope somebody out there can find out more information about.
Maybe
her.
now he can ask her. I
Right.
tagged him in the video.
Probably not. The reason I think the reason that Chris doesn't know about her is because she doesn't exist.
Tonight, so maybe
Right.
someone will clip it. Maybe he can ask her.
Right.
I'm gonna guess that he's not.
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, I feel so bad. I don't.
Okay, so you feel so bad about Michelle, the 5-year-old that nobody's ever heard about. But let's talk about Summer. Do you feel bad about Summer being missing? I think you do. I hope so. But you're more concerned. There he is. What's up, Chris? He's more concerned about some kid named Michelle that he's never met. That's funny. My guy, it's hilarious, dude. Hi,
I
Don.
get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
How could you do? Man, I don't understand it.
That's a lot of loss for you guys in a year.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how could you just take your little girl and dump her off? So I mean, she would act out, but she was doing it for attention. I mean, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah. So when she comes up a little bit later and says that your mother-in-law,
She
also
she
known
had a-
Candace's mom, was supposed to adopt Summer because she was a girl.
What?
Yeah, she's going to say it here in a few minutes. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! What?
Candace's mom was supposed to adopt Summer
I love when he goes, what?
because she was a girl.
What?
Yeah, she's going to say it here in a few minutes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
She says here in this interview
Oh, man, we won't
that,
even. I'm
well,
still,
can
I'm
we
still-
just, do you know if that's true or not true?
Well,
I
no
mean,
way.
I know, I just want to hear it from you though, right? I can't answer for you, but
No.
okay.
Yeah, that's just so
Okay.
ridiculous.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Damn, I didn't know about that. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
I want to find out more about her and how she's doing and stuff like that. I just,
Mm-hmm. It's yeah.
I think
Terrible.
almost all of her kids have different fathers too.
Well, I can't speak on that. I have 4 kids and 3 different baby daddies. So moving along.
Share. Share's like, nothing to see here, folks. Just move along. People mate and have kids. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Why do you care that Allie has her kids with different guys? Like, what does that matter? Just trying to run her into the ground? All right.
I don't mean.
No, I know.
Bad, but,
Oh no, he basically was calling you a hoe, Cher.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But some of us get with real assholes and then we have to escape. We think they're forever, but they're not.
And Dawn is one of those people.
Yeah, and I understand that too because I've done the same thing, so I can't
Yeah.
talk.
Dawn's been with guys that were assholes and he needed to escape from.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
A little bit because grandma was on her way. She was on the way. And so she said it was okay, and she said she'd be over in like 5-10 minutes. And I'm telling you, I don't do good with times because I really don't look at the clock. So if I mess up sometimes, that's on me. I'm really bad with doing times.
You're 15.
Yeah. And so she pulls up. She gets out the car with Summer, and supposedly the kids went to work with the father. And so
Now you say the kids. Who are the kids?
Wyatt and Josie.
Okay. Were the boys at work with you that day?
Oh, what day?
This is talking about June 15th. So
No.
Hunter just said,
Were the kids with you that day? What day? What day do you think, Dawn? What day do you think that people are talking about? What day do you think that they're discussing? Were the kids with you that day? What day? Oh, I don't know, dude. June 10th, June 7th. What day? I mean, seriously, you're just dumb. Like that's the kind of stuff that would just piss me off during an interview because you'd be like, That day, would they? Shut up.
I'm going to rewind it a minute. Hold on. Okay, let's listen. Hold on. 1 second.
You're 15.
Year 2000. What day?
And so she could pull
Yeah, it's him. All it is him trying to like buy himself some time.
pulls up. She gets out the car with Summer, and supposedly the kids went to work with the father. And so,
Okay.
No, we left Josie, Wyatt, and Waylon stayed home that day,
Okay.
and with instructions to keep the doors locked. I mean, because they were old enough to.
Okay, so you have an 11-year-old. I don't know how old the other kid was. And I don't Josie and Wyatt and Way or yeah, I don't know how old these kids were, but I don't think that they are old enough to stay home by themselves. I mean, personally, I would never leave my 11-year-old home with younger children. I think that's how old they are now, Flo, isn't it?
By Tennessee law to be home by themselves.
Right.
And so we checked into all that, and
They checked into the law.
Here by themselves, so they had a phone and
Was it?
everything, which also kind of makes everything strange because they was here by themselves here pretty much that day by themselves.
I thought that Josie was 11. I don't know. It's okay.
And then everybody's seen the video where they was at the lake with Hunter and Summer was swimming and having the time of her life, happy as can be. And,
so no, the boys did not go to work with you that day.
No.
Okay. All right.
You say the kids. Who are the kids?
Wyatt and Josie.
So the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
They went to work with Dawn.
That's what I was told. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And so I dap everybody up. That's just how I am. So I dap her up. I said, "How you doing?" Because it's been a long time since I've heard from her.
Okay.
I get from her like once in a while on Snapchat.
Okay.
Well, I did until I blocked her because all this stuff is going on.
No.
Was it common for her to Snapchat Hunter?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Might want to ask, brother. You might want to ask. It's a little late now. Who cares?
Tell me what it means when you say you tapped them up. So people that don't know that.
Like a handshake.
Okay, so yeah, so show me.
So you got Dawn and Candace mentored a 5-year-old girl. Terrifying. That's what they claim. I don't know if that's possible or not. Worked all the time, and Summer liked the twirl. That's really what I'm getting out of this, Barb. And thank you so much for your.
What's up, though? One of those, right?
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, go ahead. See, I knew that, but people don't know that, right? So let's make that.
Okay, so they didn't like hug up on each other and be touchy. They dabbed. They knuckled each other. Okay.
That sounds
Probably. That sounds like Candace.
That sounds way worse than hugging each other. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll get dab them up. They say okay.
Knuckling each other.
All right, just like fist bumping.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Right.
Baby.
I'm not asking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask her something.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, did you ever Snapchat with Hunter?
Oh yeah, she's gonna go. Yeah, dude, all the time.
She said no. On the
Okay.
Snapchat.
Okay. Okay.
What's that?
Me and Shuri, yes.
Oh, her and Chewy did.
Oh, okay. His older sister, the teenager.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But not Hunter.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Candace.
She said, "Thank you, Candace." She said, "Thumbs up."
Gave her the thumbs up.
Okay. Here we go.
Hi, baby. Did you Snapchat with Hunter?
That clear. So somebody can't say
That
Educated opinion in the state of Tennessee, kids can be left at home at 10. Some kids allow 8. Look it up. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't care if it's a law or not. I get what you're saying. It's a law. It's a stupid law.
that's pretty good for me and Candace, y'all.
How well do you think an 8-year-old's going to do if a fire breaks out or if an intruder comes into the house? I'm just saying they're not going to do well. It's a stupid law.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
You gotta laugh, right?
you're right.
Okay.
Oh, look what he did. Okay.
Then so she pulls up there in front of that mailbox.
Okay.
And so I dap her up like usual. She comes in. We're all sitting down. I ask her what happened to her grandma because she went to me over the phone. She said that she hurt her knee because of kids. Where did she say she went on vacation for? Gatlinburg. She said she went to Gatlinburg for a little vacation with the kids, and the kids kept kicking her leg. And she had supposedly a plastic knee or something like that.
Mhm.
And so they took her to the hospital. You came in here.
Do you know what hospital? Do you know? Not mom. Do you know?
Do you know what hospital? Can we ask Candace what hospital she took her mom to?
Holster Valley.
Oh, okay. That matches what he says.
Yeah.
One
Dang. Groundbreaking.
for Hunter. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We're being fair around here.
Absolutely.
It's the one downtown.
Okay.
I don't know what's called, but it's the one downtown.
Okay, mom. Do you know the name of it? Christian Valley.
Do you know, because another rumor, sorry, since we're talking about, they were swimming. There is rumor that Candace allegedly showed David Dotson a video of your son swimming with her that day too, on June 15th. Is that true?
No,
The angel, thank
no
you.
clue.
Could we ask her that quick? Did she ever show
Well,
David Dotson a video?
David Dodson didn't show up till after Summer come up missing.
Okay.
Because he just got affiliated with the church and was going, I guess.
Well,
his
he was
wife
around right
died.
before she went missing because I've seen pictures of him
Oh,
waving
yeah.
to her. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask, what was the question?
No, I forget. Damn it. No, that's
Sorry.
okay.
Well,
What was my question, y'all?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
his question is like, do you suck? That's her question. The answer is yes. Let's see here. So let's see. One Eye Flow gift 5 memberships. Thank you so much, One Eye Flow. Appreciate that. Back to Dawn's wreck.
did she show David Dotson a picture of the boys swimming that day also? Were the boys ever swimming on June 15th?
No, because the boys were here at the house.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll do this in parts. We can do a part 2. We'll get through a couple more and I'll let you get going, Candace
Can't wait.
and Dawn.
Appreciate it.
Okay, here we go.
Holston Valley. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So she's here. Grandma's at the hospital. And who's with her that
Just
day?
Summer.
Just Summer.
Not
Okay.
the entire day until we pick up the grandma.
Okay. What time do you remember? I know you're not good at times. Guesstimate.
I guess the time that we picked up the grandma,
No. The time she pulls up that morning.
had to have been like around 11, right?
Okay.
Or 10 or
No, just from your memory.
What time do you think that she got there to pick up Hunter to go swimming? Would she kind of remember?
I can ask you.
Yeah.
Hey, what on June 15th? What time? She's talking to somebody else.
She doesn't care. Terry T says, sorry, Josh. Chat. Can you please remember H's 15-year-old? Well, actually, it was 13 at the time. And so, yes, I don't think that that's lost on anybody here. This isn't about Hunter. This is about Dawn and his recollection of that day. That's it. Nothing more. I got nothing bad to say about Hunter. I'm not criticizing the kid. I don't know anything about him other than what I've seen here. I just don't. I don't know what else to do, but that's how it is.
She's done.
Yeah. Do you think
I don't
you
know.
wouldn't know the time? You weren't there.
No, I was.
So he's saying around 10:30 or 11.
That's
does that-
probably accurate.
Okay. You ask her later when she's not on the phone.
Alrighty.
All right.
Memory. Not from
I
mom's
think it
memory.
was at least 10 because I was up all night.
And it could be wrong too, right? Okay. So let's just kind of put that right there. Okay. Because like you said, you're not good with times right now.
That it's with all of you guys that went through this. I mean, your time being off an hour or so is probably understandable. I mean,
Yeah. So yes.
yeah. Okay.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think that time is exactly what matters, and all that matters. Time is really, I'm not going to go into some big old soliloquy, but you know, when it comes to time, especially with missing children, that's all that matters. If you're off by an hour, maybe more, I think that they're off by more than an hour. And you know, I don't know, man. I don't see I don't being off by that much is a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just don't pay attention to time.
Straight up. Okay, so then what happened?
Straight up.
And then, like I said, after we went inside, talked about it. And then she said, "You want to go fishing summer?" I said, "Do you care if I come with it?" Because it's summer. And I treat her like a little sister.
Right.
And she said, "You got to ask out."
Okay.
But she calls her Candy or Candace. And then she calls her Allie or Allison.
Okay, so she asked you, do you want to go fishing?
No, I asked if I could come with because summer was gone.
Got it. And she says, ask your mom.
Yes.
And what did you do?
I went to ask her. She said, "That's fine because there's no problem going fishing for a little bit and come back."
Sure. And what was
So Hunter asked Candace if he could come along.
Right. That's
Okay.
probably true.
Okay.
when you first saw Summer that day? What was your impression?
I mean,
It's just how it usually is. Just like, yeah, she's over here. I mean, I don't know.
What draws you to Summer? What draws her to you?
I mean, I think it's because I show her a lot of attention.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
yeah.
Do you know? I mean, were you around Hunter and
Yeah.
Summer? Okay. Did Hunter?
Hunter was really good with around the kids and very very respectful, and
He was kind of helpful with the little ones.
Yeah, he's a big kid, and so he's very cautious, and a gentleman, I would say. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
not weird attention, but I show her.
Linda says that Dawn wasn't even involved with this part of the day, so why the heck can't Candace respond to H's claims? Well, she just won't. I mean, she kind of did. I think, no F's and stuff, but she kind of did when she talked to Chris, but it was just basically like he was lying about this and they were lying. Everybody is lying.
No, I get it. Miss Robin shows her a lot of attention too in church.
Yeah, like I sit there, she'd be like, "Give me a piggyback ride." I'll give her a piggyback.
Like an older brother.
That's what I'm saying.
So I was told ever since I can remember, Dawn, I was always called a social butterfly. Is that I kind of get the same vibes from what we see of Summer, what we've been blessed to see of her.
Absolutely.
She, just attention from everybody. Just loved everybody, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
100%, yes.
So that's cute.
Yes, absolutely.
She seemed a little bit like a Sagittarius.
Oh my God. Barb says, probably true. Is that an acceptable answer? Share. I don't think that any of these answers are acceptable, but I don't necessarily know if that's on share. But you can't trust me. What happens when you push people like this is they either walk off the show, which, I'm fine with. They don't go to the Dr. Phil show, or they did this, or, whatever.
Yes, but I know her birthday's February. When's her birthday? February 4th?
You got me on that one.
Okay.
Wow. What? Oh my God. Didn't even try. Wow.
Okay. February 4th, I think. Yeah.
I'm going to tattoo all their birthdays on my arm so I don't get in trouble, I guess.
You know what, Don? Let me tell you something.
Now that is not an acceptable answer. Holy crap. This is the second time he's done that.
So I chose at 11 years old to stop all contact with my mother.
Yeah.
She died to me that day that I made that decision, and she remained dead to me, except for one day when I was in my 20s. I had both daughters at the time, so I was pretty, let's see, I was 19, 20, 20. I was probably around 21 or 22. I found my mom, called her up, had a couple conversations. It was pretty fucking bad. Made me wish I never called her. And she had the nerve on that phone call that day to ask me when my sister's birthday was.
Yeah.
Mine and my sister's birthdays are tattooed on that lady.
Wow.
And let me
I do find it odd that the boys were at home and mom is off with Hunter in summer. And maybe Grandis at times.
tell you, if I can give you any piece of advice,
Yeah.
that's going to be important, because I do
Right,
think your
I
kids
get
are going to
that.
come back and talk to you.
Yeah, right.
At least, you know, if not, move back
Absolutely.
in with you, maybe. You know, we don't know how the system is. Hopefully they're being treated
Well,
right, but we know how the
we're-
system goes.
You know who we're talking to and who we've been in communication with.
Yep.
and
Don't say anymore. Yep.
Well, I just want you to know that, and
I'll tell you, it's that like really small, tiny show that talks about CPS nightmares.
I don't know if I should share this or not.
Don't do it. No, don't share it, because you don't want
I
to ruin your
appreciate that.
chances. Yes.
Chances of what going on the show that, I mean, I think everybody kind of knows about it already.
I appreciate that. Okay.
And Tim will yell at me.
Yeah, that's
So
true,
don't
too.
do it. Okay. You and I will
Thanks
both.
for
How dare you, Cher? How dare you? You know that we have black powder rifles and cannons up on there. Hear ye, hear
be
ye.
in trouble with the Mullen.
yeah. Thanks
Okay.
for being
The Mullen,
so
as I call him, the Grim Creeper.
respectful. I really appreciate it, Sean.
No
But,
problem.
yeah,
Let's
thank you.
keep going. Okay.
What, sure.
A little bit more, and then we'll do a part 2 tomorrow or whatever.
Oh, the part
Sounds great.
2.
Okay. We'll get a couple more.
Is that kind of an older brother or sister kind of vibe going here?
Yeah, that's what it was, because her brothers just always used to pick on her, so I just show her how real brothers should act.
Okay.
Even though I'm not saying I'm the best brother here, you guys can.
You should talk to my brother, man. It'd be messed up.
But it was like I was her older brother. Like, they treated us like family, and we treated them like family.
Okay.
At one point in time, until one mess that happened with them that just split us apart, and then she came that day.
Okay. So she's here, Summer's here, Candace is here. You get permission to go fishing because Summer's going fishing, and you were kind of acting like a big brother, and you thought it'd be cool to go with her.
Yeah.
Do I have that accurate?
That's pretty accurate.
All right. And I want to let me address this, and maybe I should have done it earlier. I'm not here. Look, you guys can feel however you want about Cher or me or anybody that covers anything. I'm not here to criticize Cher. I'm here to hear what Don has to say. And he said a lot of stupid stuff. So thank you.
Okay, not bad.
Sound accurate?
Sounds pretty reasonable. Yeah, except for
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the part 2. Maybe.
one thing.
What?
The boys didn't pick on Summer. Summer
Okay.
picked on them.
Okay.
It was totally opposite. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
For an old man.
And I mean,
We've heard that before.
I wanted to get out the house anyway.
Sure.
I didn't even know Pluto.
But you know what, Don? He's like a big brother. He
Yeah,
feels like
and
to
he
your
was.
sons. Yeah. And so
Yeah.
my son gets very annoyed with his little brother.
Right.
and yeah, so he might see it as picking on Summer.
I really like Hunter, and I really like all of Allie's kids.
Okay.
I didn't like the fact that Truy was trying to make up stuff on me, or whatever. I didn't like that, and I hope
She was? I don't think I heard that one.
Yeah, she was trying to say all kinds of devious stuff about me or whatever.
But you tried to do stuff with her? Okay, we'll talk
She was
later.
saying something, but
Okay, we'll talk later.
but
We'll talk
anyways,
privately.
But all her kids were very beautiful kids, and Hunter was definitely a gentleman, and
Okay.
I don't want to say nothing bad about him, but what he's saying is true. Yeah, he carried himself very well.
Okay.
He really did.
Awesome. Let's keep going. Awesome.
I just want to get out the house.
Okay. And so what happened then?
And then her grandmother calls her and says to come pick her up when we're sitting right there.
Oh, interesting. So where are you sitting in the car?
At first, I was sitting on the front seat.
Okay.
Like,
which way's the car pointing?
Like
you remember?
right now?
Just like my truck.
Yes.
Okay.
It was dead serious like that, but with like an overhead. Nah, there was just boxes and like or purple.
Okay.
And I don't really do good, but like something that happened like 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Don does a whole lot of talking about everybody else except the one person that we're here to talk about.
I remember having yesterday.
It's cool.
Do you remember where Summer got her swimsuit on at?
Why would you remember?
Well, Candace would always take clothing, you know, to if she was going to the lake, and then so when they got wet, she could change her out into some dry clothing and stuff, and that's where you see that picture in the back of the truck. She's, you know, obviously fell asleep because she's wore out from swimming or whatever. And just,
right.
Know, pretty typical, you know.
Yeah, people think it's weird she was wearing that outfit even though it was so hot in the summer, but y'all, I get super cold after swimming. Like, I don't care if it's Florida and it's like 200 degrees outside, I'm still a freeze baby. It's terrible. My feet will still be ice cold. It's bad.
Yeah.
Are we like, we got bad blood circulation is what I've been told before.
See me drive.
Boom.
Don?
Yeah.
Do you want to see Chris McDonough drive?
Probably not.
Okay.
She drives like an old woman. I don't know.
Not as fast as you, maybe.
An old woman? Is that a hint of sexism I hear there? Don, are you a sexist?
When we left, I think
Do you not respect women?
she had shorts on at first.
Okay.
Yeah, because she had shorts on because her mom put her bathing suit on her.
Okay. Where did she put her bathing suit on her? Do you know?
Inside.
In the house.
Yes.
So she changed her in the house.
Yeah.
What did she?
Okay, so Summer changed into her swimsuit at Hunter's house. Do you know if that's true?
I have no idea, but that could be true. I mean, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Is Candace still on the phone?
Yeah, she's on
okay.
with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get an age verification?
Okay, so you don't really know.
I don't know.
You will ask Candace privately when she's not on the phone.
I mean, you know, I don't know if that matters, does it? I mean,
I ask that because there is a little discrepancy, if that's the right word. I think I heard it that she was changed in the swimsuit at home before leaving that day, which I believe I heard from Candace. And then Hunter says she changed at his house that day. So that is where a little bit, as you can see where people are like, okay, what's the deal? So you talk to your wife privately and we can get back to that another day.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll keep going.
Take the clothes with her?
Yeah.
Miss Allyson, do you know?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember.
She was dead asleep in the bathroom.
That's fine. That's fine. So she changes her clothes here and she takes her clothes with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened?
But then when she got changed from swimming, they had bought her an outfit to put on because they were supposed to go to Jonesboro, I think. Yeah, Jonesboro for this big park, like water park.
Okay, so she brought an outfit to dress her in. So Hunter's confirming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's with this? They went to a water park in Jonesboro right after going to the water park, after jumping Hunter off?
I have no clue because I don't know where all they went. You know, I know Candace took them everywhere and took a lot of pictures and videos, and thank God for that.
Okay.
She's going to be coming out with some videos that we just found on this tablet.
On her.
It's of me. I'm in assless chaps and I'm shooting cannons off black powder to be precise because I'm a felon 7 times over.
Her channel. Put it on y'all's channel.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. That's good. I can't wait for that. Yep.
Right.
Yep. So, okay. So maybe you can have a chit chat with your wife and just see, did they do that? Did they not? And, private conversation.
I'll try my best,
I'll remind you,
Right.
Okay, here we go. Let's get like 3 more and then I'll let you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then can we do part 2 like tomorrow or Saturday maybe? No,
I'll do
you're
my best.
Sabbath on Saturday, so I'm also taking Saturdays off of live streaming, right?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Good deal.
Okay, so maybe Sunday we'll get to part 2.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, that hurt. Oh, that one took a lot out of me.
Yeah, we gotta trust God, and whatever His plan
Happy Sabbath, brother.
is, and it's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard because I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to lash out, I want to just.
I think that's
freak out.
understandable. Again,
But not on Saturday, brother.
there's no rule book when your child goes missing. There is no rule book on how you know. So, all right, let's get 3 more questions out of the way tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time tonight.
And I appreciate y'all very much. You and Mark and some of the supporters you guys got.
We appreciate you,
It's pretty
dog.
cool.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not all bad.
No.
I know we were talking earlier, like,
Okay. Sure.
yes, I have given Dawn hell, but I've given everyone who surrounded your daughter hell. I think that's fair. But I mean, even if something you say crazy, I come to you and say, Dawn, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty open with you, I think. I've said it all to you.
Yeah.
Don't say any apps and stuff.
But one thing I do want to say is you guys are kind of hearing, yes, I'm stopping Don from saying some things tonight, but that's because it's in his best interest and it's in his children's best interest.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, but like,
I'll tell you what's in his best interest and his children's best interest is to just tell what happened. And yeah, that would be in the best interest.
let me tell you, I said it a couple days ago. It's nice. I think it's nice to see Don, and I don't care if not everyone has to believe what CPS is capable of or not capable of. But I know how seriously Don himself is taking this behind the scenes, and it's pretty serious. And I think that's great. And again, not everyone maybe believe that, but you know how we've had these conversations, Don.
Yeah.
People that don't have to deal with CPS won't really understand it like those of us that have.
You know, the people that whatever. I'm sure people get mixed up in CPS for terrible reasons, but I'm guessing majority of the time there's some sort of merit, I guess. I mean, depending on how tied up you get.
And
Definitely
so
need to bring awareness to this, and I want to do
Yeah.
everything I can to bring.
and you're
awareness
not
to
saying it's
this.
100%. You just want it investigated.
Well, there's a lot of evidence out there about
I know
what they
it.
do,
I know it.
especially the $70 billion.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't want you to start talking and then slip up and say
Right.
something you're not supposed to tonight. So
Okay.
I just want to say it is good to see you taking this by the reins and really running with it. And even though you can't show it all or talk about it publicly.
Yeah. Hurry up, mule. Yeah.
Publicly,
Right.
hopefully, like for the most part, people will probably believe me because I don't come on my channel and lie to people. And just know that I am witnessing things behind the scenes and we can't share it. But one day he will. And it's not mine to share either.
Absolutely.
It's Don and Candace's to share.
Can't wait to share it though. For real.
Yep. All right.
Well, I can't wait for you to share it either, but at least like tell the true story.
So that was the initial thought.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know.
So what did you think was going to happen?
I thought we were just all gonna go fishing, swimming.
And then in the truck, she changes the plan?
No, she changes it to swimming because she grabbed her mother.
Say it again?
She changed it to swimming because she grabbed her mother.
Oh, okay. So so from here, where do you guys go?
From here, we go to the hospital.
Okay.
Pick up her mother.
Pick up grandma.
Not even like 10 minutes later,
Okay.
we go to.
Yeah, Yeah, he doesn't want any help. Barb says, if CPS stole Summer, I'd beg Chris for help.
Walgreens.
Is that near the hospital?
No, it's on Fort Henry Drive.
Okay, so it's the Walgreens by the Warrior Park?
Yeah.
That one as you come out and it's right there?
Yes.
Okay, not bad for an old man, huh?
No, not really.
Not bad. I'm cooking here.
So there's So we went there.
You go there first,
And then,
after you pick up grandma.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
And then we put this prescription in.
Okay.
Which is
a little discrepancy, huge discrepancy, nothing little about that wardrobe change.
like probably about like 10, 15 minutes.
Do you know what kind of drugs?
No, I have no idea. She wouldn't say the name to it.
Got it.
Do you know what kind of drugs Candace's mom got for her knee?
I'd say it's probably some kind of anti-swelling agent or something. They don't like giving out painkillers in Tennessee. That's not happening.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure that you could if you had like pain like surgery or, you know, but yeah, that makes sense. Anti-swelling agent? What the hell's an anti-swelling agent? You mean like a anti-inflammatory?
So it ain't nothing, no narcotic. I know that.
So maybe like yeah, I know what you're saying. What is it called? Steroids sometimes for
Maybe-
that kind of
maybe
stuff,
a
right?
steroid, yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And then we handed a prescription. They said about like 10, 15. Well, it's going to be 30 to 35 minutes.
Okay.
Well, I was saying the line was long.
Okay.
Because you have a...
Who went inside the store?
Nobody.
By the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but I was beauty head management, you know, the beauty section at Walgreens for 5.5 years.
Cool.
I
Cool.
know all about how this works, and yes, they have hella lines sometimes, and yeah, it takes, I'd say they have express scripts now, but yeah, 15 to maybe half an hour, depending on how many people's in the lines before you. So that's valid, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah. Little fun fact you didn't know about me, huh, Don?
Right. Oh, they
When
done
you went to the
something really.
Got it.
The drive-thru. And then while we were in the drive-thru, her husband calls her talking about this dude named Andy or Andrew on the property that's been there for like a week or so. She told me they keep stalking little kids.
Who's that?
Some dude named like Andy or Andrew. I have no idea who it was.
Okay. And why did Don call?
I have no idea. He just called. I don't even know if he was working at the time.
Okay.
But if he was working, he obviously wouldn't know that.
Okay, so this is kind of a two-parter. First part done. You called Candace and said that there's been a guy named Andy or Andrew at the place for about a week or so, and he's trying to touch little kids.
What in the world? I don't understand that. I don't know where that comes from. I have no clue on that.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe him or not there, but Educated Opinion says Lab After Dark. Don admits he's never seen this interview. Explains to me how a parent of a missing child hasn't watched an interview with someone who was with the child hours before they went missing, especially when he wasn't there. I don't think they have watched it. Yeah, he's lying.
Somebody was at the park. Obviously, I was at work. So
Like at your house. And that's the second part. If you were at work, how would you know there was a guy named Andy or Andrew at your house on the hill or whatever trying to touch little kids?
He may have not seen the whole thing. Sometimes it's hard to stay awake when you consume large amounts of alcohol.
I'm still confused about where that come from or how that got started or whatever. I just have no clue.
Okay, so do you remember calling Candace that day?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Where was she when you called her? Do you remember?
Any
She said
details?
that they're waiting on a prescription and they're wasting time at the swimming and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll just stay at work.
Why did you call her?
Just to see where she's at and what.
So, hey, baby, I miss you. I'm on my lunch right now. We have the best relationship. Everything's going well. I love you lots, babe.
What's going on and when I should head to the house, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Don strikes me as the kind of guy when his wife calls and says, we need you to come home, that he's on his way.
Okay. Okay. So some people think that that's when you got home from work and you were calling her to see where she was at.
Oh, no. I was at work.
Ooh, nice little wrinkle there, Cher. Oh, I'm not going to say what Cher has said before. She said she has dropped a comment here in this very chat. Feel free to talk about it amongst yourselves.
I had a big long conversation with a good friend of mine on the job, and a lot of people seen me there because we always sit and, talk and whatever about whatever.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay. Okay. We're gonna go a little bit more. What we got? 2 more? 1 more? We'll see.
That there was some dude looking at the little kids. I'm sorry, but there's a nice car up there.
There's a what?
A nice car right there.
Oh, okay.
I just keep looking at it because it's nice.
So this dude named Andrew, Don calls Cam.
Who's Andrew?
I have
Not
no
Jody
idea.
Sue's baby daddy, right?
No.
Maybe
I-
dad.
I
And
have
if it
no
was his
idea.
dad, Andrew, he would say my dad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make that clear. His dad was not up at the hill trying to touch kids.
No.
And neither was Andy Bernard.
No, we know where he was that day.
Right. Okay.
Candish.
And tells her about, I don't know if his name is Anthony, Andrews, or something with H.
And tell me about that conversation.
All I heard was,
And how did you hear it?
I heard because I asked her why he called.
Okay.
The only thing that she told me from the phone call is that there was some dude, Andrew, Anthony, Andy, whatever it was, just the name A.
Okay.
That's all I remember. Is that he's been up on the property for a week or two, trying to, like, I guess she said touch the little kids. That's what I was told.
He's trying to have what?
Touch the little kids.
Touch the kid?
Like give him a hug or something. I don't know.
What do you think? Do you think that's true?
I mean, it could be because she's had this. Name was Billy, right? Yes, Billy. Billy was up there doing that stuff until we got arrested.
Who's Billy?
Okay. Billy Banton, he was at the time just a local, neighbor of ours. He had a, beautiful house over here, beautiful wife, beautiful daughter and everything. And,
My God.
he's on the run right now. He's on the run right now.
Oh.
He
So
just
was
can't
he
leave
trying to
it.
touch kids?
No,
He got arrested for touching kids?
no, he got arrested for a bunch of dumb shit because he can't leave the dope alone.
Oh.
Uh, he
And he
lost
was
it.
staying with Grandis?
No, he was staying down the road here on Beach Creek in a really
Okay.
nice house.
Oh.
And he basically lost that house, his wife, his daughter, everything. And he's on the run currently because he can't
Jesus.
seem to get away from that stuff.
That shit will do it.
I just talked to some of his co-workers today, seen him at Burger King and asked about him, and
There you
they
go.
filled me in on it. That he's on the run, won't even go to work because he's scared because police are looking for him over a dumbass misdemeanor warrant.
Oh.
Yeah, he got out there on them drugs real bad, and I hope and pray he gets over it or whatever. But
Mhm. Yeah, that's damn. That's a life, huh?
right, you
Whew.
lose everything when you get involved with all that
Oh
stuff.
shoot. Okay, there we go.
Because he works.
Okay.
I thought he was just doing his daily checkup.
Okay.
But then she told me about that. I was like, how does he even know that if he's supposedly working?
And what did she say?
I didn't say that. I was just saying in my mind.
And in your mind, what did you come to? What did you deduct?
I thought that was just suspicious.
Really?
Yeah, and then later, when she called me,
Yeah, all these entities, and Chris right here says CPS is not involved in the abduction of a child. TBI has an Amber Alert. These agencies work together. It's ridiculous.
and told me that happened, I was with my girl at the time, just hanging over in Bristol at a park.
Okay.
She calls me while we pull up to that park. This is that Summer's missing.
So who were you kicking it with at the park?
Oh, just my girl.
Do you know? Okay, so Summer was missing, and then she right away called Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just
And her
you guys.
mom and her brothers and her sister.
Okay, straight up.
That was just it with our entire family. Because when she at the ball field? Yep, she was at the ball field.
Okay, so before we get there, let's go back to the drive-through at
Drive-thru.
Walgreens. Then what happened?
Then we went, well, she had to go get cigarettes because her mom complains of cigarettes all the time.
Where'd she get the cigarettes?
All right, so you know that Walgreens, right?
Yeah.
So there's this like daycare around there somewhere.
Yeah, Candace.
Oh, she's sitting in the middle of it all.
And why is she sitting in the middle? So Candace gets out.
Gets out, she goes.
Dawn has mastered this. Dawn has mastered talking but not saying anything. He's very, very good at it.
Cigarettes. She buys a puff bar. She buys
A what?
a puff bar. It's a
Okay.
little nicotine vape.
Got it.
I don't know if everybody else knows that, but it's a nicotine vape.
Got it. What color was it?
It was black and purple.
Okay, was there a blue one?
Blue one? Yeah, that one was hers.
That's hers.
Yeah, because she got a blue Skittles one,
Okay, then what happened?
and then she bought the Twisted Tea.
Twisted tea. How many?
Just one.
Just one. And bottle or can?
It's a can. If I can get a picture real quick, I'll show you what it looks like.
All right, go ahead.
It's a whole can, if I'm correct.
You doing okay, bro? Yeah, okay, cool.
I just know that they have to have done something because she's not walk off that property. That's all I know.
So Hunter just said he knows y'all had to have done something because she did not just walk off of that property. That's all he knows.
Yeah. Well,
Let's remember he's also a child and he's got a lot of adults in his ear right now, right?
right.
So what do you think about that statement?
Well, we know she just didn't walk off the property. I can agree with that much.
Okay.
But
I just yawn so much for no reason.
I didn't stay up on it.
Does Hunter yawn a lot?
no.
Okay. Do you find it weird that he keeps yawning when being asked a question?
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos where he was doing that a lot on the videos for some odd reason, but I have no idea.
But that's not normal behavior for Hunter. Okay.
I mean, the kid could be nervous. There's a million reasons. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, and nor do I. Yeah, he yawns.
That's what it was like.
Oh, okay. So let me show this. Oops. Man, I'm not the smartest tool. There we go. Right there, twisted T. Yeah.
All right. I know exactly what that was. I don't want to say. I know what that move was. But yeah, okay. Twisted T. So that's I've had that once before. That's the tea with like a little bit of vodka in it or something, maybe rum. I don't know.
It's like a beer or something like that.
Yeah. So Candace bought one of those on June 15th. One can. You can buy them by one can. You can. They're a little bit bigger than like a regular size can. They're usually like, the big boys.
Yeah.
You can buy those separately, I believe, because I think that's how I tried it.
I don't know where all the twisted tea come in.
Yellow container. Okay, cool. You get the twist. She buys
just one.
I don't want to mess up your phone, bro. I'm an Apple guy.
Yeah, I am too. It's just that I gotta use that till I get enough money to buy me.
Got it. Okay, so then what happens?
Then after that, we go to the horse stable part.
So you drive through the horse stable?
Straight to the horse stable.
Right from there, you go right to the horse. Where's Grandma at this point?
Grandma, she's just in the car on the phone.
Okay. I think that's your pizza. You got the discount store, and you head right to the water park. Okay. Walk me through what Summer's doing at that moment.
Well, at that moment, she was holding my hand like this, like with her arms wrapped around, because she gets cold when the window's down, so it was down. And we were just watching TikTok.
So she's snuggling with you.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And you're watching TikTok videos. Which ones did you watch?
I don't even know. I just scrolled through the thing.
Okay.
Hunter liked to watch, Summer loved to watch TikTok videos and stuff. I'm sure most kids do, right?
Yeah.
You laughing?
Yeah.
She's seen normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that call that Candace got from Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that call again.
The call. So where her phone is in the middle of the truck, the console part.
Okay.
It was right there, and he called, and she said everybody be quiet, so we all was quiet. Her mom was going through her phone. I turned my phone off that she was done, see if I could listen in on anything suspicious or anything. And then after she got off, I go, "What do you call about?" She goes, "There's been this dude. I know it starts with an A for sure. I just can't figure out the rest of it."
What would Hunter have to listen in on you and Candace talking to be suspicious for?
I know, right?
That's weird, right?
That is weird.
And the whole yawning thing, I don't know if I don't want to speculate on a child's medical, if there's a medical condition or not. Some people have speculated that he has ADHD. I don't know. I've never looked into it because I don't care. The yawning thing isn't really that weird to me. I mean, he's a young kid, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he shakes his leg and yawns a lot, those are signs, but I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean he's lying. It means that he could be while he's listening, it's hard for people to pay attention and your brain will slow down a little bit and you'll yawn.
Like, what does that mean?
Absolutely weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you think that's interesting too?
But at this time, they've been fighting or whatever long before this. So
right.
I guess, the suspicion and stuff is building, and the fighting has started way before this,
Mhm.
and this is probably one of the first times that they've had any contact since the Jose thing. And so who knows?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, hang on real fast. Is the battery dying in the camera? Okay, there.
You're the second one?
Yeah, there's another one in the back.
Go back to it.
You're back?
Continue. Yep.
She's back. No, but we'll cut all this out. So some of it we'll just splice together. Okay, so you're at now. Summer is you're watching TikTok videos. She's acting normal. Is she in her bathing suit at this point? Because she's been changed at the house.
Yeah,
or,
she is.
if you remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, you're not. It's
Okay.
good.
Then what happens? From there, you guys go where?
From the thrift store?
Yeah.
We got to that place by the stables.
Okay, and you say that place is that the swimming hole?
I don't even know if it's allowed to be called a swimming hole. That's why I call it. No, because she had to drive.
Okay, so she gives you the alcohol.
Yeah.
Did you ask for it?
As soon as we got out the car.
Right, as soon as you got down there, and did she have one?
No.
Did she have any alcohol?
No, because she had to drive.
Okay, so she gives you the
Oh
alcohol.
wow!
Yeah.
Did you
I
ask?
just got a text message that says Andrew is threatened to call my PO.
Andrew who?
I don't know. I didn't see.
He doesn't know what I'm assuming that it's Hunter's dad. How did he? I don't know. some random Andrew just is gonna call my PO.
Not Hunter's dad. Not
think
Hunter's
so.
dad, who just today
Oh, okay.
actually he went live today and actually let people say that they believe, he let his brother say that he believes that Hunter killed your daughter by playing too rough in the water with her that day. That's what his own
Wow.
father just said about him today.
Oh my!
Now his father didn't say it. His brother said it to him, and he just let it be. I thought that is a conversation that you probably wouldn't have on YouTube, but he didn't actually say it.
My God.
Report you to your PO for what? You're YouTubing. They know you YouTube, right?
Talking about the
Yeah.
kids, really.
All I can
Okay.
say is join the club on Call My PO.
But you know what?
Go
We're going to
for it.
ignore that. We're going to keep this classy for your daughter. Let's
Right.
keep that going. We're almost done for the night. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you. But what do you think about the he's saying Candace did not drink that tea because she had to drive, which is good call, Candace. But
Right.
he's saying he drank it.
Yeah,
He's
I don't know
saying
about
Candace gave it to him.
that. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't know what Hunter has to gain from something like that. I've never had a twisted tea. I like tea, but I don't know, like, I'm not a big alcohol guy at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste good to me.
Interesting.
Ask for it.
That's interesting. Yeah, I always thought it was interesting he said that because I was kind of.
And by the way, I don't know if Candace did or didn't do that. I don't put it past Candace to do that, but I believe that, I personally believe that she did.
This person.
I also believe that she went by his house and wanted to know what she told TBI because she was worried about getting in trouble about that kind of stuff.
Sent it to me, says, please don't tell me who it is. And it says, please stay safe. You got it. I'm not going to say who you are. Cool. Hold on. Yeah.
No, I told you she got it.
Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm not lying.
Okay, so she bought it. She bought it, but
I don't
he
know if I
asked
believe
for it.
I don't know if I believe any of that. I do know.
So
that,
she didn't give him a vape and a beer.
Man, I don't want to be mean. Gosh, dang, but
No, don't be
kinda,
mean.
at this point, it's like I do know.
I want to be mean. He called me fat the other day. He said that I was full of shiz. So you don't want to be mean to who? Fine being mean to me. I mean, I necessarily, it's not necessary for me to like feel upset about it, but you do want to be mean. You're trying not to be mean. There's a difference between you want to be mean, but you're going to try not to be mean.
That Allyson controlled Hunter by various means, and one of them was he could smoke weed and drink and she would give him cigarettes or whatever as long as he behaved, meaning do whatever the hell that she wants.
Okay.
So I do know that. Other than all the other stuff, I don't. I can't really say, but I do know that.
Okay.
And that's my story. Okay.
That's all you can do, right? Because yeah, this is more so being said about, you know, Candace, but you know, it's good to have your take on it too.
You're right. I was.
No, okay. So after she bought it, you said, "Hey,
I was just like, hey, please call me names. I love that. It's my favorite.
can I have that?"
Yeah, she just
I didn't really care that much, especially coming from him.
yeah.
And she just kicked it onto you, gave it to you.
She does that. You can ask her.
Okay, well, I'll ask you because you're the one. If she handed it to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about the
vape?
Yeah, the vape.
Oh, we was both hitting it.
Okay. And do you do that a lot?
What vape?
Yeah.
I mean, when I have them, yeah. They're just like nicotine vapes.
Okay. Don't vape, man. Okay. All right. Your uncle here said don't vape. Don't vape.
Okay. We are gonna stop it there. We'll do our part 2 like on Sunday, because there's some tougher questions in the part 2, because I want to pull up her the whole family speaking
Does he come on?
into the people who got you fired. They say some pretty disturbing shit. They talk about they know your daughter is not alive and blah blah blah. Okay. So we're gonna mentally prepare for that the next couple days. But again, we're both taking Saturday off of YouTubing because it's Sabbath.
Really cool. That's really cool, sure.
Holy, holy, holy Lord God Almighty. Matter of fact, just to celebrate the Sabbath, I'm going to stream on the Sabbath.
I don't know where Summer's at. I don't know.
Can you say that any more casually?
Whether she's dead or alive, but I know that I pray to God that there could be some miracle that she's in a safe place, or something. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
I wish
That's
we
a
knew.
better thought to have than all of the bad things that run through your mind 100 times a day.
Only God knows. That's for sure.
And if she could hear you right now, what would you say to her?
I love her with
Educated opinion. If you would like, could you fire those questions over to me on email?
all my heart, and I'd do anything. I'd do anything, including giving my life for her or my kids. My
When does he come on camera?
boys, any of them.
I do want to tell you
love her.
something.
Yeah.
But do you feel it? Because sometimes parents can have an intuition. Do you and Candace do you feel that she's not
They have to know what intuition means to have it.
living anymore?
No, I don't feel like that. I feel
Okay.
well since the whole CPS issues come up. I mean, at first I was thinking some meth had got her,
Mm-hmm.
and took her out and just, I don't, them kind of thoughts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But since the whole CPS things come up and the possibility that, I mean, we know kids are kidnapped and taken all over the world, and let me just tell you guys really quick why this is what's happening is a good thing, even though he may not be giving any actual real answers. Every now and then he kind of slips up, but what's good about it is TBI, FBI, Hawkins County. He is on record to the police with his story. Now we don't know what story it is that he told the police, but what they can do is they can gather this stuff up and then go, look, you said this to us, but then you said this on here. Now it's not illegal to lie to the internet, but it is illegal to lie to the police. So they're like, well, which are you lying here? And he can really just get himself in a lot of trouble. Shh, don't tell him I said that. Of course, they don't know how they got there, or who adopted them out or whatever. And some of them come out in good shape.
Yeah.
So we just don't know. We don't have a clue. All we know is CPS was up here the day before. It was up here the day after.
So was a
The
police officer.
Everything else, yeah, and all kinds of scandals and crap going on all the way from Chris McDonough to the fake search teams to the fake search teams. There's fake search teams. I mean, it was just
Fake search
unbelievable.
teams.
Well,
Oh,
every
well, yeah, there was a couple. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like
the
YouTubers, you mean?
the sidekicks, just
Mhm.
all kinds of drama, all kinds of people here making all kinds of money off of summer, and then they take the reward fund that you kind people out there sent for my on my daughter's behalf, and I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And God bless you.
Donated to
Yep,
that.
to
Not a lot,
people
like $20.
sent in all kinds of money. It was up to
Mhm.
$75,000,
Yes, it was.
and Hawkins County took y'all's money
Damn.
and divvied it up however they divvied it up to some fake children's fund or whatever. That's all fake. That's bullshit too. I
That
just want
yeah.
y'all to know.
I did not like hearing that, but you're right. Yeah, they did that.
Absolutely. You think
That's
it went
crazy.
into they all portrayed to be, oh, we're about the children, we're about this, we're about that bullshit. That shit went in their bank accounts. I promise you.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it went to it got divvied up amongst some of the same people who actually have fraud and theft on their record.
No, not that. I mean, none of that is verified or true that we know of. Okay.
From
Yes, ma'am.
Churchill, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
Why would CPS be up there the day after Summer went missing if they closed her case?
that was
Well,
pretty
I'm sorry.
crazy.
It's the way it is. I'm sorry. It's how it
That's
is.
not your fault.
It's how it
You
works.
fought to keep it going for Summer. We all saw that. So
And
you did
all you
what you
people
could.
that sent money, it went to. I'm sorry. I just don't trust none of them anymore.
So I want to tell you, Don, there's someone, I love many people here in the chat tonight, but there's someone that I will say, while there's many, many bad psychic mediums out there, I think, I believe in a little bit, but not all of it. There is someone in chat here tonight that I speak to privately, and she actually fully believes she's one that she does not go on her YouTube channel and speak about your daughter. She has not done that one time. She will only speak to me privately, and I never have to ask her what I'm coming to her with. She just knows.
Let me guess. It's about the Summer Wells case. How'd you know I was going to ask you about that?
And I want you to know that she feels your daughter's spirit is not passed, that she is still with us. And she sees two men.
Yeah, Dawn and Candace. Come on, that's funny.
So just know there's also some good out there. Not everyone is.
And I understand that, and I'm not trying to put psychics down, but y'all.
No, I know, but unfortunately, you have a bad experience, and those are the evil ones. Yes.
Well, I mean, if psychics, if there was such a thing as psychics, then why can't they find my daughter? Why can't they?
That's a great question, Don.
Figure it out. That's the only thing I got to say on that.
Well, they can't win the lottery either. Okay.
Exactly.
But hey, I just wanted to tell you that.
All right.
There are some out there that are not using your daughter.
I can't go with psychics because of what the Bible says, and God
that's
says,
okay. Hey, you don't have to explain, and that's okay.
God says to trust Him 100% and don't go there. So I have to. No
and
offense.
You know what? That's
no
okay.
offense to y'all.
We get it.
I have to.
But if someone has true gifts, I think that does come from God. You know what I mean?
Well, God does give gifts. He does, but it's not called psychics.
He made me the best spackler this side of Mississippi. I'm a finisher and a spackler. And I got a black powder rifle and cannon.
It's called something other than that.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I mean, God does tell us things.
And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to believe in it. I'm just telling you for hope, because some people are seeing your daughter still alive, and I just want you to take that part.
When does he turn his camera on?
And I get that, and I don't want to offend nobody. But maybe God is showing us a whole lot, and we're just now starting to realize it and stuff. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
I'm proud of you for fighting for
proud
what
of
you're fighting
everybody.
for.
I'm proud of everybody out there, and very thankful
He's proud of you guys.
for the people that are really trying to, the things that people have actually done. And we just got a painting the other day. Somebody sent us. I don't even know who sent it to us. It's beautiful.
It's actually not red. It's because there's these. I have like all these mute buttons on, and so my face is actually not red. But when I move back here, it looks very red.
Beautiful.
Oh, awesome.
RR says, "When does the cam come on? Hopefully never." It doesn't sound like we're in for. It doesn't sound like we're going to be blessed.
Of summer, and it's so cool. Yeah.
That's good. Mustang Mama says, "Great interview tonight, Don. Thank you."
Thank you all very much.
She said,
God
"Sharon."
bless you all. Very awesome.
So, Don, I sure appreciate your time tonight. I'm gonna
I
let you
appreciate
hop
y'all.
off here because you
Okay,
got
well,
work
can I
tomorrow.
just
Yeah.
wanted to, if I could, I want to turn my camera on one time
Yes.
because
My camera's broken, or I would.
Oh
I
my
wanted Benny Keith
god!
to see my boob.
Oh no!
Oh, Mark's gonna see him too.
Sick, dude. What the hell?
Oh man!
Broken, or I
Good. I want to turn my camera on one time
Yes.
because
My camera's broken, or I would.
I wanted Benny Keith to see my boobies.
Check this out. He looks like a boiled hot dog.
Oh, Mark's gonna see him too.
Oh man!
All right.
Love y'all.
We'll
Thank you.
send him
God
the
bless.
timestamp. Thank you,
Alrighty.
Don. I'll
Y'all
talk to
take
you
care.
tomorrow.
Thank you. God
Yep.
bless.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Oh,
All right.
that couldn't have gone any worse. Holy crap. It's just he's done that booby thing before. He said it, he's done it to me before too. Exactly. Yeah, he's a pervert. That's what it is. That's what he likes to do. He's a perv. Exactly. Sick. I just want you to see me naked and on a sexual note. Exactly. He's just oh my God. Wow. Well, that was painful, but thank you for being here. Thank you guys for the memberships and the super chats and the stickers and the comments and just being here. Yeah, he looks like, you know, when you boil the hot dogs in the water and they come out like all like weird looking and it's disgusting. You know, I was laughing till I saw that. Yep. There will be a free counseling session for everybody. I'm just kidding. Just want everybody to see my boob. Yeah, what the hell? This was about his daughter, and there you go. It's ridiculous. Wow. Stop. Just don't. Yeah, okay, but don't boil them. You know, boiled hot dogs. He just looks like a nice. Marie says I'm blind now. You know, we got somebody puking. You know, yeah, right. It's like hit that like button. I was about to go to bed, but I'm afraid of having nightmares. Great live, Josh. Well, it was good up until the very end. He was naked on the toilet when he popped up on Creator's channel. That's true. Great show. I had to add truthful barfing. Put him away. Yep. Put him away, Donnie. Put him away. It's just too much. You know, that's how he is. Guys, appreciate you being here. Thank you.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There's not really.
This boy has.
There's not really. This to me.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lori.
It's hard, you know, but it's real tough.
But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys. I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any absent stuff.
Live from the NBD Production Studios, you're in the lab with your host, Joshua Diaz.
There is no investigation. This boy has
Not really. Just to me. But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys. But I have to.
there is no investigation.
Don't say any absent stuff.
But I have to put her. But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.